After so many days, we are again back with the video class. Today, why we are having a video class is, we will just go through a grammar section that we had left behind. Last day, we just saw a grammar part. That was phrase and verb. I believe you all understood that very well. Today, we will move on to the next page where we will see a very important grammar section. It can be said to be the most important grammar part. That is nothing other than tense. Is tenses. Okay. When you started learning English, I don't speak about when you started learning alphabets ABCD. When you started learning sentences, or when you started to learn English in sentences, since then you would have heard this word, tenses. I know it will be tensing, it will be a tensing matter for many of you, but tenses are very, very simple because the language, if we want to use it correctly, English language, if we want to use it correctly, we should know the way of using different tenses. Okay, what is tense? That is the first thing. Then why we want to use? We already know that there are three tenses. Listen, there are three tenses. They are, first one is present, second one is past, and third one is future. Isn't it? These are the three tenses. And the question is, why we want to use the present, past, or future tenses? The answer is very simple. We have time, isn't it? We have clock, watch, and there shouldn't take that means we live in time. Now there is a time. When I take this class, when you are watching this video, or when you are listening to the class, there is a time. And that time which is happening now, that is the present time. So the tenses are related to time. There are three times. And to show these three times, there are three tenses. Which are the three times? The first time is now, which is what is happening now. And what is happening now is present. And there is a time which is already finished. Before I take this class, there was a time. Or before you started watching this video, there was a time. Just before this time. That thing is called past. And what is future? Future is the time to come. Isn't it? The time just after now. That is future. So to show these three times, that means present time, past time, and future time, we will use three tenses. Otherwise, we will be confused when we say about something. We want to say whether it is happening now, or whether it is happened, or whether it is going to happen. This is the tense. Very simple. Okay. So we already know that these three tenses are subdivided, isn't it? They are subdivided. If they are subdivided like this, the first one is simple, isn't it? All the tenses have simple forms. Simple present is there, simple past is there, simple future is there. The second one is continuous. All the three have continuous forms. Present continuous is there, past continuous is there, and also there is future continuous. We will see everything in detail later, but just see. Next one is perfect. All the three have present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. And the last one is perfect continuous. This is a combination of these two. This is perfect and continuous. So all the three have this, and in total, that means present form have, present tense have these three, past have these three, and also future also has these three. And all together 3 into 4, there are 12 subcategories of tenses. Okay, there are 12 categories. That means there are these four forms in present, also there is in past, and also there is in future. So 3 into 4, okay, 12. And today, we have to learn all the things. And in this chapter, we will see two forms, that is simple and continuous. And today we will only learn one, because as this is a vast topic, we can't learn everything together. So you have to understand what it is. So we will just concentrate on the simple form of all the three tenses. Okay, the simple form. So let us see. We will just rub continuous now. We will just rub perfect. We are just rubbing now. In another class we will see. And listen, let it be here. So there is simple present, there is simple past, and also there is simple future. And now we will see what are these simple tenses. Just let me ask you a question. Why there will be these four categorizations for each tense? That is simple, as we told, there was continuous, there is perfect, and also there is perfect continuous. See there, though the activity is happening now, let us think about present tense. I already told you, present tense means this tense will show the activities happening now, isn't it? But there is a variation for the activity. Some activities will be just happening now. Some are continuing now. Okay. Sometimes we may have to say the time when the activity started. Okay. That is why we are using four forms that we will see in detail later. And let us think about the present, simple present first. Okay, we will think about the simple present, only the simple present. Okay, let us see in detail what is simple present. That is the first tense form, isn't it? Simple present. Dear children, it's a simple activity happening now. It's a simple activity happening now. That means at present, if a simple activity is going on, we use simple present tense to describe that. Shall we see some examples? I take class. I take class. Isn't it? I take class. Or I teach English. At present, this is happening. This is a simple activity taking place now. So this is already you know, verb will be showing the tense, isn't it? The only word that will change when the tense changes is the verb. This is the verb. This is in present form, simple present form. I take class or I teach English. You listen to the class. Okay, you listen to the class. You watch the video. All these are simple activities happening now, and they are called simple present. And we have already learned something. Okay, we have already learned something. We have learned about subject and verb agreement in another chapter. There we have learned when the subject is singular, verb should be singular. When the subject is plural, verb should be plural. Those things should be applied here. I only take. Okay, I only take. That means I can be used with the plural form. That I only told you. If it was he takes class. This is already learned, so we won't discuss it in detail. Okay, this relation was already learned, so we won't discuss it in detail. But just remember, we speak about a simple activity happening now. Okay, when we are using simple present, it's not about a simple activity. We also speak something else. That means, imagine we have so many habits. Nowadays it is somewhat corona time. There is no school. So you will be sleeping up to 7 o'clock maybe. Many of you will be sleeping up to 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. If imagine that this was a time when schools were open as it was earlier, you could have woken up at least by 6 o'clock. Then only we can reach school by 9:30. Nowadays, many of you will be waking up at 7 o'clock. So every day if you are waking up at 7 o'clock, every day if we are waking up at 7 o'clock, we can use simple present to describe that because it's our habitual activities. So we will discuss, we will speak our habits. Okay, our habits by using simple present. Just understand, I wake up at 6 o'clock. Okay, I wake up at, what does it mean? I wake up at 6 o'clock. I wake up at 6 o'clock means every day I am waking up. That's my habit. Usually it's not actually habit, it's our routine. Isn't it? All the routine activities can be discussed or set by using simple present. I already told you a simple activity happening now also, or any single activity happening now is described with simple present. And also we can speak about our routines. Okay, I go to church on Sundays. I go to some church on Sundays. Does it mean I go to church? Simple present. I go, verb is in present form. That means every Sunday I am going. That is my routine. And there are some universal truths. What are the universal truths? Sun rises in the east. Sun rises in the east. These are some extra things I just give you. These things are not given in your textbook. But keep in mind where we use simple present. If we have some routines or habits, we can describe them using simple present. If there is a universal truth means which is always true. Universally is true. There is no other change. Such activities also can be described by using simple present. Sun rises in the east. It's a universal truth, right? There is no change. Sun rises. Rises is simple present. Okay, so earth moves around the sun. That's another universal truth. There is no other change. Okay, sun sets in the west. All these are universal truths, and such activities also universal truths. These universal truths, routines, everything can be said by using simple present. But just understand one thing. The main thing is we describe a simple activity happening now. Anything it can be. My father speaks to someone. Simple present. Okay. I eat food. Simple present. I watch TV. Another simple present. Okay. It rains outside. Okay. Simple present. All these are simple activities happening now. Okay. Simple present. And what will be simple past? Okay, if we move to simple past, what will be simple past? If simple present is a simple activity happening now, simple past is a simple activity happened in the past. Past tense means already over. Okay, the time is past. I already told you this is related to time. The time which is finished. If there is a simple activity that happened in the past, we have to use simple past to describe that. The same thing can happen in the past, isn't it? Now I just say, I take class. It is happening now. If it is already happened, what will we say? We only need to change the verb to took. I took class. Okay. He takes class. Past is saying he took class. Okay. It cannot be changed. Universal truths cannot be changed. It only has present form. This is only the simple activities happening or happened in the past. Everything else. I eat food. Simple past is I ate food. We watch a video. We watch a video. Simple present. What is the simple past form? We watched a video. Right? We watch a video. We watched a video. Okay. My father speaks to someone. I already told you. My father speaks to someone. Simple present. What is the simple past form? My father spoke to someone. The only change is the present form of the verb is changed to past form. Take is changed to took. Eat is changed to ate. Speaks is changed to spoke. Very simple, no? Only problem is that this is the benefit of learning tense. If you learn one form, the other forms are easy. Present form, if you learn present form, the past form is easy. Okay, I look outside. Present form, I look outside. Happening now. What is the past form? I looked outside. The only thing is change the verb into past form. All other things are same. We get the past form of that sentence. And the another one is, the last one is simple future. Right? And what will be that? Future tense means the time to come, isn't it? The time yet to come. Present time is present tense. Past time which is already over is past tense. The time which is arriving or coming is called future. Future is just to happen. So we will say so many things that can happen in future. I take class. Very simple. We have two words to show future. Will or shall. It is used in future. Okay, these words will show that the activity is happening in future. Here it was, I should take class present, I took class past, future will be, I will take class. Very simple, no? A will is happened. I will take class. Okay, my father speaks to someone, I already told you that sentence. My father speaks to someone, present tense, simple present, past to us. My father spoke to someone. What will be the future? My father will speak to someone. My father will speak. Add a will with the present tense form. You will get future. Very simple. Okay. Will or shall is rarely used. Okay. To show our ability. Commonly used is will. Okay. The another one. I watch the class. If you say what is happening now, I watch English class. I watch English class. Simple present. What is simple past form? I watched English class. If you haven't watched, you want to watch, what will you say? I will watch English class. See, very simple it is. You learn the present tense form, past and future is very simple. Okay, so every verb what we have learned is, every verb has four forms. That you must keep in mind first. Every verb has four forms. We call it V1, V2, V3 and V4. This should be there in your mind. For example, we will take a verb for example. Okay. If we take speak, S-P-E-A-K, speak. This is V1. Present form is always called V1. Keep in mind, present form. That can be used with simple present tense. Speak. The second one is past form. That is V2. Spoke. Right? So keep in mind, if you hear we want to use V1 means that is present form. We want to use V2 means that is past form. There is another form called V3. That is another name for V3 is past participle. Okay, past participle. The past participle form of speak is spoken. Spoken. This is used in perfect tense. When we learn perfect tense, we will see this should be by heart. Okay, every verb has these things. You can note down in your notebook. Every verb has three forms. Sorry, four forms. Earlier it was three. This form was not used. When we were studying, ask your parents if they remember what they have learned. When we were studying, there were only three forms. Nowadays, they have also added another form. That form was there, but it was not used in this structure. V4 is speaking, ing form. This is called present participle. This is called past participle. V3 is called present past participle and V4 is called Present participle. Where do you use present participle? That is used in continuous tense. In the next class, we will learn about continuous tense. Now we will learn only about present. That means simple tense. Next one is continuous. So there are four forms: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So this is used in simple present. This is used in simple past. If you use a will with this, okay, a will with present tense form, that will become future. Very simple. I believe you understood this. What is? Just go through the grammar part very well. They have given you so many things from the textbook itself that where we learned. I have given you those examples. Okay. Anywhere you see the present form of the verb used and the activity is happening in present, they are simple present. If the past form is used, simple past. If a will or shall plus the present form is used, that is simple future. It's very simple. So you have some adjectives given in your textbook. Go through that very well. Just understand where the activity is taking place. Just look into the form of the verb. Whether it is V1, if it is V1 means okay, it is present tense. If it is V2, that means past tense. If it is V1 with will or shall, that is future tense. So I believe you understood what is simple tense form. As I already told you, the difficulty is to learn only one form. Then the other things are clear. Because if you learn simple present, just change the verb to past will become simple past. Just add a will with the present tense, it will become simple future. So I believe you understood, dear children. Just learn it thoroughly. Because every time when we use English, this tense is needed. Okay, if you make a mistake with tense, the language becomes completely flawed. So I believe you understood. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Next time we will see, in the next class we will see continuous form. Okay. Continuous already know, if you know. So next class we will see the continuous form. Thank you.